Hello friends, a very good morning. Welcome to the reading list of the Hindu newspaper. Today is 15th of July and we will see today's newspaper, which are the topics from the prelims and mains perspective, which is very important for the next year examination. Guys, the very first topic which is very important, which you should study in detail, is the Chandrayaan-3 mission. Here you should know that India will become the fourth country after USA, Russia and China, okay, once the mission is successful, to have successfully soft landed on moon. So this is a very big achievement, very important. You should definitely go through this news item. Here you need to prepare everything. Okay, what is this mission, what is the launch vehicle used in this mission, and there are other details also which is there in the today's newspaper. Definitely you should go through this. Guys, the next topic is 4 months on, Jharkhand governor plans to helm the tribal advisory council. Guys, this topic is important from the prelims and mains perspective. From the prelims perspective, you need to prepare what is fifth schedule, what are the various states under fifth schedule, then what is tribal advisory council in the fifth schedule. You can read this from Lakshmikant book. The basics are very important. Coming to the mains perspective, they can ask you to critically examine the functioning of tribal advisory council and the fifth schedule. Guys, although fifth schedule protects the rights of the tribals, however, the implementation of the fifth schedule has been lacking, and you should also prepare what is the role of governor vis-a-vis fifth schedule, okay, and protection of tribal rights. Moving on, guys, IMD issues yellow alert, moderate rain likely today. Guys, this topic is important from the prelims perspective. What are the different types of alerts? Moving on, guys, there are two topics which is important from the prelims perspective in the history section. One is the Nawab Wajid Ali Shah. Nawab Wajid Ali Shah, who was the last king of Awadh. You need to prepare about him, and you need to prepare about various iconic heritage sites in Delhi which have been flooded because of this Yamuna flooding. Red Fort, then you see here, okay, mosques, okay, Shah Alam's tomb, Wazirabad bridge. Okay, so a lot of monuments have been mentioned. You should go through this. Also from the mains perspective, this act, ancient and historical monument and archaeological sites remains of national importance act, is very important. You need to prepare. And what is the role of ASI in protection of these monuments? You need to prepare. Guys, moving on, you need to prepare from the international relations prelims perspective is the East Asia Summit. What is this East Asia Summit? When it was started? Who are the members who participate in East Asia Summit? This is very important. Moving on, guys, SC notice to Maharashtra Speaker in petition over disqualification proceedings. This topic is important both from the mains perspective and the prelims perspective. From the prelims perspective, you need to know what is 10th schedule, what are the powers of speakers vis-a-vis 10th schedule, and what is the judicial review provision which is there in the 10th schedule. You need to prepare that. And also you need to prepare the mains perspective. You need to prepare this topic from mains perspective, role of speaker and the implementation of 10th schedule, which is the anti-defection law. Moving on, guys, this topic, okay, again important from the prelims and mains perspective. From the prelims perspective, who was the person who wrote Sare Jahan Se Acha song? You need to prepare that. Next, you need to prepare from the mains dimension, India-France relationship, and also, okay, India's contribution to the World War. Okay, India's contribution to the World War. You can see World War memories. Okay, World War memories. You need to prepare because Indian soldiers had fought in the World War. Previously, it was not well recognized. Now, India is getting the recognition for its contribution. So, you need to prepare that. Next, Bastille Day. Okay, this is again important. Okay, so French Revolution from the mains perspective, General Studies paper 1 history. You need to prepare, okay, French Revolution and the relationship of Bastille Day with the French Revolution. Guys, you need to prepare India-France, okay, technological relationship, defense relationship and strategic relationship from the mains perspective. Guys, moving on, again you see, okay, it says that the success of Chandrayaan-3 launch will be very helpful in Gaganyaan mission. So what is this Gaganyaan mission? So Gaganyaan mission is expected to demonstrate India's human space flight capability by launching 3 astronauts to an orbit of 400 kilometers for a 3-day mission and then bringing them safely back to Earth, landing them in Indian seas. So this Gaganyaan is going to be very, very important, and the success of this mission Chandrayaan will help us in Gaganyaan mission also. Here they have mentioned okay, lot of okay, scientific laboratories which have helped in this mission. You need to go through this very detailed, very, very important. Definitely go through this piece. Next guys, you can see here okay, Russia bans gender reassignment. So this is the main topic, you need to prepare that. Moving on guys, okay, you need to prepare okay, this is a prelims topic, sorry, this is a prelims topic, okay, science and tech, you need to prepare that. Okay, next guys, moving on, okay, in jibe against China, Blinken rallies ASEAN country against coercion. Guys, this South China Sea, okay, and East China Sea is in news because of territorial conflicts between ASEAN nation and China. This topic is important from the prelims perspective, from the map point, prelims perspective, map point you need to prepare, and from the mains perspective, what is important is what is importance of South China and what is this South China dispute and why we are not able to solve this South China dispute for the long time. Further, okay, from the map point, okay, you need to prepare Taiwan Strait. This topic is also in news. So Taiwan Strait you need to prepare from the map point. Okay, and obviously ASEAN as a grouping you need to prepare. Moving on guys, from the international relations, okay, mapping perspective, Sudan mapping is very, very important. Okay, you need to prepare Sudan mapping, very important for next year. Moving on guys, this Chashma nuclear plant which okay, Pakistan has inaugurated, which is designed by China. This is again important. In this context, you need to prepare NSG, NPT, etc., etc. You need to revise the concept. Moving on, guys. Okay, Black Sea grain deal. Okay, you need to prepare Black Sea grain deal. So Turkey's Erdogan, okay, says Putin agreed to grain deal extension. So what is this? Okay, Black Sea grain deal. Black Sea grain deal. You need to prepare that. Okay, moving on guys. Okay, this is a editorial, one of the most important editorial today. Okay, you need to prepare this entire issue of defections. Why has the anti-defection law failed in India to prevent defections? You need to prepare that. Next, EU Parliament resolution on Manipur. So what is this EU Parliament? What is EU? The structure of EU you need to prepare from the prelims perspective. Moving on, virtual summit, virtual silence. Here, okay, it is a mains perspective, you need to prepare SEO. What is the importance of SEO? Is SEO's importance for India declining? And you need to prepare SEO from the prelims perspective also. Who are the members of SEO? Recently, to your for your knowledge, let me tell you, Iran has joined SEO. So you need to know who are the members of SEO. Here there are some map points also, like for example Chabahar port, etc., etc. Please go through this editorial. This also is very, very important. Moving on guys, declare flood as calamity, national calamity. Okay, next, okay, so what is the provision for mentioning any disaster as a national calamity? You need to know. Next, you see at G20 India presses for responsible use of AI. So here you see there are various technology, okay, which has been mentioned here. For example, NFT, which UPSC has already asked in prelims, and metaverse. Okay, so you need to know about these technologies. Moving on guys, Justice Bhugyan and Justice Bhatti takes oath as new Supreme Court judges. So you need to prepare about okay, the appointment process of honorable judges in the Supreme Court. You need to prepare about the collegium system, okay, which is basically decides the appointment process. So you need to prepare that from the prelims perspective. Next guys, from the map perspective, Kuno Palpur, okay, National Park is very important from the prelims perspective. Kuno National Park, okay, Kuno National Park is very important from the prelims perspective because one more cheetah has died. Here you can prepare the names of the cheetahs which have died. Okay, for example, you can see here Surya, names of the cheetah. Next, landslides cut off Nathula, other parts of Sikkim, again Nathula, okay, map perspective you need to prepare. Moving on guys, Congress demands transparency in donation to BJP. So what are these poll, okay, what are these electoral bonds? What are these electoral bonds? So important from the prelims perspective and also from the mains perspective, critically examine the functioning of electoral bonds. Moving on, data protection bill. You need to prepare this from the mains perspective. What are the provisions of data protection bill? So recently NCPRI has criticized because it has restricted the RTI Act implementation. Okay guys, further moving on, Finance Minister okay, has asked, okay, finance ministry has asked to consider imposing custom duty on Chinese stainless steel. So guys, you need to prepare, okay, why there is, okay, why there is a demand for custom duty on import of Chinese stainless steel. You need to prepare that. Here you need to prepare overall the issue of dumping and the role of Directorate of General of Trade Remedies. You need to prepare that. Okay, next, moving on guys, PSU banks vary after SBI's dismal 81 bond issue. So what is this 81 bond? Okay, this you need to prepare. Moving on, okay, goods exports slide 22% to a 8-month low. So you need to prepare about the what are the commodities which India exports. You need to prepare that. What are the top 3 commodities and what are the top 3 destinations? Okay, then you can see WPI remains deflationary territory for the 3rd month. So you need to prepare concept of inflation. You need to prepare what is inflation, what is deflation, okay, what is disinflation. Okay, you need to know all these, and what is reflation. All this concept you need to know. Okay, that's it guys. Thank you. Bye bye.